I just feel so unorganized with everything. But how is everyone doing? Um, Once again, my name is Jackie. I'm here to, kind of just channel messages and kind of just talk. I'm discovering. I'm not sure if that's like an intuitive type deal going on right now. Um, I'm honestly just sitting here totally unprepared for, what I have to say. I feel like there's been like a few different like incomes. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna start the video there, or I'm gonna start the video here, and I kept attempting it, but it wouldn't follow through. Like as soon as I would like um just be ready to begin this, like it was all blank, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing here again? So there's my doggy. Oh man, stop. He's gonna bark again. Um, I didn't like flip any cards or anything thus far. I do love the Nightmare Before Christmas card deck, but I feel like I want the Miss Cleo ones. I kind of looked again like, but there's no winning in this situation. Oh my gosh, my throat hurts really bad. This was one thing though. Got my little, got my green juice, the naked. Even though I think maybe like like bad things about it, like it's really not good for you. But let me tell you this, like I was gonna be like, I'm gonna try it first with you guys, but I was really, really thirsty, so I took a sip, and it's pretty good. I wasn't expecting the taste that I did. Oh, I didn't really like taste it the first time though. I'm gonna drink it until I like it though. Like I might research it a little bit, like the brand specifically. Like I get murdered because I start talking trash. I don't really care though. Like it's pretty good. Like it's delicious. Before I got back from the garage, though, like I looked at the back of it to like see what was inside. It has like spirulina. Little man, stop! It's the naked green machine. Hey, little man, little man. Oh yeah, I told him I'd give him a treat if he'd be quiet, but he hasn't. He's like that's yet to complete the mission. He's legitimately like just staring into the air. But there are people outside talking. Like at least I think. I don't know, but like it's like when it. I wish I was more like fluid with my conversation. Like as far as like where my mind is. Like my mind wants to express so much, but my mouth only allows me to do so much. It's really not a fun situation. Like I feel like, there are times where my mind is free and like, you know, it's almost like one of those moments where you just have to kind of run with it. But I don't it's also all about like kind of where your energy's at. Like I need something to talk about. I need, um like a reading. I wish I had my Miss Cleo deck, but it's lost. Even though I just thought, oh, that was the other thing another thing I wanted to talk about though, like was the Miss Cleo thing. Like that is a very good example of how paranormal and how my life is. Like I've kind of like gotten certain things down to like a perfection. Um, and I think everybody does it in like their own ways, and like mine are like completely just like absurd. But this is why I need to do this because just like you need to document this. You need to, you know, um, capture the moments you can. But like as far as like, okay, so I wanted it, and then I was like, before it happened, like premonition of it, like me finding it and seeing it, and then like actually like living that reality, where like but you remember your memory of it is like a dreamlike state. It's like, was I actually awake? Like, did I actually experience that? Because I feel like if I was in real life and I saw the deck I was looking for, why didn't I touch it and grab it? Why didn't I pick it up and like come sit it down somewhere? You know what I mean? Like, instead I just like, oh, whatever, like just kind of went on. I could see that reality too, but then it's like, now that I'm ready to find it, it's like, okay, I would have either put it here, here, here. And it's like I'm looking there and it's like I'm scavenging and I'm like, it's like, okay, well, it's not in this spot. And then I'm like taking things out to like, but like not actually clearing it out, not like going through it, but just like removing it all just to see if it's in this like place and it's not. And I'm like looking up and down and I'm just like, where is it? But it's like the only way to resolve these answers is by like legit, like, I want to say the right thing, but in a simpler term, just like going through your stuff and sorting it out. Little man. We call him Little Man, but his real name is Hercules. There's actually a lot on my mind and a lot that I feel like I could say, and I feel like, let me go ahead and do that. One of the moments that I've kind of like um pondered on is because a big part of this so far has been about like Mystic Beauty and things, and like she will probably forever be a big part of this if it's in my control. It's like I have to gain a little bit control myself. That's like I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Um, yeah, like in the back of my mind, it's like I don't want to say it so like simply and like like broad because it almost takes away all of the little like moments inside. But it's like she's controlling this and she's doing this like for me. Like she's giving me like the energy to put forth, you know, I do have to, I do come into play with this. Like I have to, you know, man, I want to say, like, be able to say what I need to. Hold on. It's like I'm back. Oh, creepy crawl, creepy crawl. Um, it's like I listen to like a lot of the messages, and it's like I've also okay, let me just say this first. Like, there's no simple way of explaining this little like part. It's just like emotion in my mental that I just want to like get out. Like I'm just trying to express. So, but like she says so much stuff over like all of her videos. Like I always be listening to her videos, and I like on replay, like because it puts me at ease. Like one of her videos, she was like, "You just like the sound of my voice," and it's like, you're right. It's like I really do. It's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I already thought that, and then you just said it, and then it's like, how are you doing this? Like, it's just crazy. But like, she's like getting deep, like with a lot of different things, and like saying like, I can make you do this and do this and do this, and then it's flat out happening. Like, I've also like I know like saying like, oh, don't watch any other tarot card reads or which are like on YouTube, and like I've seen other people do readings like with Mystic Beauty's cards, like with her energy, with everything. Like I know there's different levels to this. I know there's different like approaches, and like I had like this like opening moment, and I was like, like as long as there's like good energy, like it's so hard because like my mind is thinking one thing and then my mouth starts saying something else, like off of what I was like my thought. So then like I almost start giving off a whole nother message, but like I'm gonna hold myself back from doing that and try to explain while we go through the process. I don't know why my throat's so messed up. That green juice wasn't very like satisfying as far as like thirst. I feel like there is like this higher plane that I can get to and be like more comfortable, like, and just free. But I feel like there is blockages and there's things holding that back. Um, we know one of them is like just not really being organized. Like maybe if I had certain ideas during the day, I could kind of like write about them. So I would have it like an outline, basically. Like there's so many hidden things underneath other things, but like if I'm trying to do this like simple and quick, it's never gonna work. It's like you can do so much, you can sit here and kind of just do whatever you want, make a vlog, but there's just so many different things. That's almost kind of like maybe where the energy is pulling me is like because I have like listened to my videos and I'm just like there's things I want to speak about like throughout them. Like I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And I know like it all comes in with time, but at the same time, like I always want to be on like a different vibration, like and be like permanently there, like stuck, not ever lower myself to a place where it's almost like unknown. I feel like we're better than that. I feel like, but it's hard to always take it back to like, this is like the lesson in it and there's a reason. Like because I can't even explain it. I can't even like preach on what my mental is going through. I feel like if I slowed it down a little bit and like maybe planned a little bit better, this would work out. It's like I have ideas of what videos to make and stuff, but I almost like making this video of talking about what is being like done. I struggle to like start this video because A, I am a little bit tired. B, like I had nothing to really go off of. I kept having these like jump starts, but it was like there was not like that same energy. It's almost like when I first started like doing this, like I had this like great energy. I have that still. Like I could start flipping cards or something. I wish it was a different deck, but it's like that's the key. It's like the outside of what's happening other than like man, I hope somebody understands. I hope somebody understands this. The future self. I'm gonna read this one because I feel like I need to hear what it says. But before I do, it's like that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the energy thing because I like recall like hearing saying like that's my energy. Like I hope everything that is said and like throughout this process like it becomes more understood of what I'm actually trying to say. Like energy is energy and I feel like I claim my own because it's just a way of expressing. Like I feel like, a big part of me is everybody else. Um, it's like I take little pieces of people, take little pieces of people, but that's that struggle that we're going through right now. Like I need, I need pieces of myself back. Oh, it's just like, um, it's like the real cold hard truth is like, it's like, it's like, that is the message. That is it. That is all. So, but like, this might go in and out, but it's like the mystic beauty thing. Like, no, for real though. Like, you don't even know, like, how appreciative and grateful I am to know you. Like, I absolutely love and adore Mystic. Like, she's just so fulfilling. Like, there's something about her that is just unlike the rest. Relax your face. I'm just gonna read the intros and just see how that goes. Like, I just need to like freaking like lay down and just, you know, relax, breathe. Stretch. It's like, yeah, only do readings when you're fully energized. Um, Again, I'm just gonna like keep saying it because I love Missy Beauty. Like, um, I find so much truth into things that she says, and you know, I have to take this on as my own personal experience, and I have to use, you know, I don't know how to express what I'm trying to say. So it's like I'm terrified of speaking anything due to the fact of hearing myself. It's like I know I can do this and I know that I can you know, wash your hair. I know you can no goal, take what you need, leave what you don't, observe your world, lower abdomen breathing. Remember when I was just like breathing? Um, Breathing is so healing. It's like my body hurts so bad, and it's like you get like really, really tight in certain places, and sometimes you forget, like because you're so tense, like you're not taking in that oxygen, and it's like it's amazing how you can take like 10 deep breaths like correctly and reap so much benefit. So it's like to imagine or to, summon the thought that like you could do this all the time and you could be, healing yourself always. Again, it's like I am no doctor. Don't be breathing in fresh oxygen overdosing. It's like, did you know that you could overdose on water? Everybody's listening is like, yes, we did know that. Um, I need a lot of water. The power of breath. Little man, relax. He's like, I will do no such thing. Hold on. Let me overthink. This is the perfect shirt for this, for tonight. Let me get some more of my green juice. Everybody has now left the chat. The chat. The um, I think I would need to go live for that. It's like, do 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 do. I forgot what I was saying. That's happening frequently here. Super tired. Crazy starts. Cause see, crazy stuff starts happening when I get tired. Like as far as like my thought process and function abilities. I'm just like looking around like wonderless, wonderless. Um, what happened to the first one? Oh, okay, there it is. Lucky. It's like if only you guys could see. The future self. Imagine an aged version of yourself. An aged version of yourself. It's like, okay, like some fine wine. Like it's like what is kinds of liquor that you like age all of them? No? Whiskey. It's like I do like some whiskey, but um it's like I don't really drink. But then sometimes I'm like, Am I gonna start drinking sometime? Like again, I'm gonna just turn to an alcoholic. I think the answer to that is no. I was like, I think. It might be, but it's not gonna be something that takes over my life. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna alt alt for something different. Doesn't mean that's always what you get. Even if you one day feel like you have it all, doesn't mean it'll always be that way. So just because you get somewhere doesn't mean that's forever. Imagine an aged version of yourself. Hold on. We're going to start reading this again. Okay. Imagine an aged version of yourself. Not 5 years older, not 10 years older, but a version of you that is satisfied with a long life lived. Have I was going to say have you a conversation. Have a conversation with this wise old version. I thought I was going to say owl. I was totally about to just say owl. Wise owl. It's like, can we just take this serious? Okay. Have a conversation with this wise old version of yourself. What advice would you get? Build a relationship and get to know this version of you for 8 minutes. You may find that it is please stop barking. You may find that what is bothering you in the present has a little to no significance at all. Is that all funny? How we can turn a stressful situation into nothing at all. I have no idea what the last paragraph said. You may find that what is bothering you in the present has little to no significance at all. Funny how we can turn a stressful situation into nothing at all. I like that. It's like I feel like this card is too complicated for me in my mind. It's like, and only because I do not feel like a normal person. For everybody else, I think, that would probably be something pretty good, like to like do in a healthy exercise. But for me in my mind, it's just not where I'm at. It's like I can understand um the concept, but I find it really hard to think. Hold on, let me overthink this. Um, we are not cracking a routine. We are not slowing down. It's like that was totally unnecessary. Okay, relax your face. That's gonna be like, rub your eyes or something. Okay, that's not what it says. Relax your face. Gently relax your eyes. I can't see. In doing so, how you, in doing so, feel how the rest of your face wants to follow in turn. Let your forehead drop as your jaw and ears float on your head. Okay, I'm not even making this card up right now. Like, it is talking crazy. Man, I wish you could see it. Everybody's like, you're just not reading it right. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this one more time. Let me get a drink. It's like, hi. Yummy. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, this is good, and then you start drinking it, and then you're kind of like, oh, I kind of feel like to throw up. Okay, one more time. Examine your surroundings. That's super creepy. Relax your face. It's like I should put my own little swaz on it. Okay, seriously. Gently relax your eyes. In doing so, feel how the rest of your face wants to follow in turn. It's like I just cannot make sense of this card if I can't like be serious. Gently relax your eyes. In doing so, feel how the rest of your face wants to follow in turn. What? Okay, I'm gonna rest my eyes. Yes, the rest of my face feels relaxed. Okay. Let your forehead drop as your jaw and ears float on your head. Okay, let your forehead drop and your jaw and ears float on your head. I can't do this right now. Um, okay, this card is absolutely ridiculous. Now let your tongue sleep in your mouth. Stress can tighten your face and cause your head to feel tired. My face do be feeling tight. Look at all these wrinkles on my head. Has anybody else heard the however many wrinkles on your head is how many children you have? Okay. So it's like, is that four or is that eight? um, now let your tongue sleep in your mouth. Stress can tighten your face and cause your head to feel tired. Relaxing your face can help you feel less stressed. Well, now we know how to relax our face. No goal. Self-love affirmations. Like I feel like I should like put this one down for like the next morning so I could just call it a night because I'm so tired of just like I don't know. Like I just want to like lay down and I just want to like escape. Like I just like it's like never want to wake up. That's not like what I mean. Like that's why I want to like reach a new like level so I can be like more understood. Observe your world. So when I read this one earlier, it's kind of cool how these cards are kind of bringing out like its own little intuitive message. See how I'm rolling with it? See that? Do you see that? All right. It's like didn't work. Didn't work. Um, observe your world. Okay. When I was saying this card before I read the paragraph, um, kind of how I was like saying earlier, like how I observe the world. Like I feel like sometimes my reflection is like the entire like world's energy, like spinning itself back out. It's like what's coming in is what's going out. It's like everything that's coming from the outside environment is like being put into my like library. And it's like I get that, we're all social beings and we're kind of doing these similar things. But like I don't know, I feel like, maybe in a way like well we can, define it as like being empathic. Are you okay? Do you want your baby? It's like because I know some of those videos definitely did come off a little bit harsh, but I want to come like back in with a more strong energy and also, but at the same time, also reinforcing what I mean and how I actually feel. Like I should be allowed to have that space. Um, I feel like, a lot of times, like I do try to follow through at least with an explanation. I don't want to leave somebody hanging. Um, but when you're internally struggling, like being able to say what you need to say, that makes the situation a little tough. So that's where this like inner healing work comes in, this self-love comes in, this finding yourself comes in, and like taking your own time to yourself comes in. It's like be that strong individual where you're not questioning yourself. And if you're not questioning yourself, then it's like, see, like I could say, like, then you're on the right path, but it doesn't mean that. It's like words are so, you could say shallow, but it's not, it's like, it's not definitive. Like, there's so many more. I see, it's like, it's way too hard for me to. So when you're in a situation like that, though, it's like, okay, it's too much for me to express, even though I feel like that was the point of like me going to college and stuff like that. I wanted to like expand my vocabulary. I thought that was going to be the fix. I do think it has brought me a lot of like good things as like so far, and I just know that like a lot of life is hard work, that like you have to try very hard, like put in even more work so you could express yourself, so you can get out what you need to say, because like it can come to you, and I don't understand why like there's like this like invisible wall that's just like blocking everything, but there has to be a reason for that. It's like some of it falls on my own responsibility and my own, like I'm like seeing it for what it is, and then other other sides to it is like, no, this is just like way over your head. And speaking like, I'm not sure if there's something in the Bible like, but something about like human or like person will never like be able to like fathom what's going on. Like it's too much for one man, like to understand, without the help of God. So that's where it's just, like it's so silly because like I just from the very beginning like just always wanted to just like get out what I wanted to say. And then it's like you take a step back and you're like, oh, well, wait, I wanted to plan and I wanted to this and I wanted to this. But we're still in that same exact moment where I'm just like ready to just blurt it all out. But it's like, you just don't want to take any wrong turns or moves. And you're just, but it's like, there's no more time for waiting at the same time. Like, you just kind of have to go for it. But other we'll say key important like notes I would say from like Bo, and yeah, we're just kind of going. Um, One is that like this is exposing me. Hold on. It's like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna pause or anything because this is supposed to be the way it is, and it's like we all know Jackie's a little bit lackey, but um, like just as far as like God, like in the Bible, and like if you like one of the like key highlights is like, you know, we are gonna live in paradise and the kingdom is gonna come. And like that's very like super important. It's super nice too. It's like this is what's in front of us all. it's, it's really hard to um figure out, just like in your mind state. And I wish I wasn't just kind of like la di da right now, like I just want to like stay focused on the topic, like just not try to just like rant about anything random. Like it's not that it's random, but it's just not thought out. It's not ready to go. And I need to have these things lined up, and it's like I'm gonna have like, just one thing after another, but like make it so much better than this. Like it's not that this isn't good enough. I just know that I want to put effort into it. I don't want it to just be okay. I want it to be like, wow, Jack, you impress yourself with yourself. Like you actually, put it's not that this isn't putting effort into it, but I just feel like I can't do it without putting effort into it. Like I have to try a little bit harder because I'm not ready just off the top of my head. But if it's something I desire and I want, I have to work towards it. Like I'm just like over here like it's like a ball rat. So how was everybody's day? We just be chilly over here. It's like, Senor Tequila. I really hope my stomach wasn't just showing. We might have to just trash this whole video because your girl don't know how to edit. Your girl don't know how to edit. Um, over this like time period of like kind of just um like growing and experiencing life. Oh crap! I totally forgot what I was gonna say. It's like no. You know what movie is really good though, and this is obviously totally random because I've given up. Mortal Kombat. If anybody's ever seen that movie, you are cool. I kind of think it's like kind of real. Like it's almost kind of scary. Like I'd be like going to the extreme. I really wish I knew what I was going to say. I know when I watch this movie when I watch my life is a movie. When I watch this video again, I might recall it, but because I'm speaking on it, it might not come. But I'm gonna like try and maybe it'll come back. And of course I'll get back to it another day. Oh, but yeah, the Mortal Kombat thing, like I'll be like taking it to extremes. I'm like, it's gonna like come take over the world. They're all gonna be fighting. And we're gonna have to be like afraid of Scorpion. Like it's gonna like the whole sky is gonna be like, and then it's gonna be like on the news and it's gonna be like Mortal Kombat. And, like we're all gonna be hiding in our room. No, we like legit turn into like fighters. That'd be cool. But like don't lie. Certain things do be getting super scary, like just out of nowhere because like they're like the oblivious one. Like you weren't really thinking about it being scary, and then all of a sudden it's like the most terrifying thing. It's still much cooler than scary. Like it's whatever, but like dark evil like spirit things coming to take over the world that like have like six arms. Like that's like there's like all this lightning and it's like brown and it's like just like there's just like no hope, like no life. It's just scary like to think like, oh my God, you're gonna like wake up in the middle of that. So I guess a really big one that I feel like this reading could probably lead into, which I think is important, and I think, it's amazing. Like it's what you want to do. It's the message that you wanted to get out this whole time. Like I get that we've played off things as like jokes and um, some could even say like that. I don't even, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. It's like some of my messages are just so very deep that it's hard to feel like somebody could understand exactly on the level. I try to put out that energy like as far as my vibration and where I'm at and how I felt and what I meant. I think that plays out a lot too, like in my whole response. But I want more control over it. And it's like I have every it's like God given right. It's like I am me. Oh my gosh, Mr. Beauty, I love that. There's one of your videos and you're talking about like how you had switched over to Ramla Amniset, and the only reason why I know certain like details right now is because I believe like I heard it today at work when I was like in and out. But it's like do not forget what you were gonna say. Oh yeah. It's like, oh no, never. Um, but you're like your voice and you're like, it is me. You're like everybody's like looking out for me, making sure it's me, and you're like, it's me. You're like, it is me. It's like just I wish I felt like expression like could actually, you know, say what I want. It's like I can only feel it. I can only this is really hard. But I don't know. It's like there really was something there. And because I let it go, it's just like it just takes over me. But I don't know, I guess I could, just input in there. It was just super cute. Like I don't know, just fixated on moments. And there's multiple. And it's just that's what like feels like has led me into this journey is because the more you like search for those things to grab and like, okay, what am I going to do with my day? What am I going to do with my mind? What am I going to do? What can I do different and what can I grow from? What can I learn? How can I become better? You know, it's all in you and all up to you. And I can't stand my voice right now. It's like so low. I feel like it's dry. This green juice ain't working. Oh my gosh. I was like in my car. I need to sit on my car. Like, no more driving. Like, just conserve. But I was sitting in my car and I had my water and like my seatbelt. And I'm like, I don't know what happened, what I was thinking, but it's like plugging my seatbelt into like my water cup. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Not like it like fully submersed in there, but it was just like, why wasn't I just putting it in my hole? Like, and it's because of Amazon. Oh my gosh, last night I was like laying down but I started to kind of have like a little bit of episode and but like everything was fine and chill. Let me move this drink away from my computer. Um, everything was like super chill. Like I felt like pretty decent and like I don't know what happened, but like I do know what happened. Like I turned my head, like that's it. Like I was like laying down and like moved my head like in a certain way. Or like my spine or something, some sort of movement, just like very, just like boom. And just like this really crazy feeling came over me. It was like, I don't know if anybody like ever feels like when they're getting sick, like you can feel that like a bad sick though. Like, I know everybody's experience with being sick is different as well, but um, it's just like all of a sudden, like you're just like, oh shit, I'm not feeling good. Like the beginning of it, you're just like, oh no, like this is not like you're talking to yourself, communicating with your mind. And it's like beep, 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 and it's like beep, beep, beep. Well, that's what it felt like, and like something like came in the back of my throat. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, am I getting sick right now? Like seriously, I'm about to be like throwing up. It felt like kind of like a sore throat. I'm like, am I gonna wake up with like some weird ass disease? But it was like so weird. It's like I feel like I shouldn't be having feelings like this. Like I almost started kind of panicking. That's nothing new. But I just kind of laid there and I was just like, like I really hope this kind of goes away. It always does that too. Maybe not always. I am pretty fortunate. Like this journey. He's definitely on my side. I'm going through the biggest journey thus far. Like I haven't like thought. I wish I had more like oomph into what I'm trying to like do right now. It's almost like I'm just letting this come out like wind, but I need it to be something a little bit more grounded. I guess in the end, I was really tired. You know, I can't really expect myself to, get out what I need to say at this point. Like I'm just tired. And I know that's what nobody wants to hear. Everyone wants to hear the good stuff. But I guess this was fun. I guess I do want to end this. I kind of wanted to end it a little bit shorter. But again, like I'm okay with it because it's it's only me watching it. Oh, and by the way, if you're totally watching this and not liking it, you just hurt my feelings. Um, I just need a lot of. It's almost like I don't have anything to say because it's like Mystic said it all. She said it. And then I could hear her like being like, "No, you do have something to say." Oh my gosh. Go on a cinematic adventure. Making a movie would be so much fun. Give me that. Like how we're talking about Mortal Kombat. And I was like, my life is a movie. Go on a cinematic adventure. When I saw that upside down, like it made me think like, oh, what did kind of like the other card too. It's like making your life what you want it to be. Isn't that like one of the cool things to say? Like, my life is a movie, like all day. But like on a different tip. Like, seriously though, like writing movies and writing books that are movies, like that is so cool. Like, I want to do that. Um, I have so many different ideas for it, but it's almost like the mind process over. It's like, okay, you can have your, thought and idea, but you're also going to have to like build inside there. I'm trying to relate it back to the mind. It's just like choosing things, like thoughts. Like if I want to express myself in a certain light and speak a certain way, then I have to, you go in there deeper, like take out get those little deets. Give me the deets, give me the deets. You know, being mindful. That's why like a lot of like problem solvers in the end come back to like breathing and meditation and like the those kind of things because like it's just so vitally important. It helps you, spin your wheels better. It's that lube. It's just, it's like just who we are. It's just, like, it's just a shame, that, you know, we're all not taking more time enough out to, take care of ourselves and do good things for ourselves. You know, self-healing is real. Like, it's not ultimately just a choice. Like, it's something that is here and very beneficial. It's like nature and storms. I like getting to the place where like I'm just going off of the message from my mind, clear and able to like come out very clear. Like I like that guidance. Like there was no hesitation, there was no struggle. It just flowed. It's like I want to be there and I want to stay there. And this has been my struggle for about a while now. It's like, and I didn't expect that one coming. That was a curveball for sure. Like, it's like, it's not covering anything. Like, just ultimately the truth of, not seeing yourself being in a position where you're saying something that didn't feel right to you, like to be out of your comfort. Um, because I used to be wildin'. I still am wildin', but it's like I used to be overly confident with, and I also did not care at all what the outcome was of this mouth. Like, but I never felt like regret with, you know, things that were being outputted. Like, if I had something to say, I had something to say, and it usually made me feel pretty good in the end. Like, aha, I was at the top of the mountain. But now it's almost like I'll say things, and it's almost like unknown and like unsure of um, if that's really what I wanted to say. It's like I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to, just kind of break through that. It's like not a piece of bubble gum, but like some weird plastic that you're like ripping through to get out. Like, just keep me out of this weird stretchy. It's like I feel like I'll get there. I want this so much. And it's like being partially there is just pure torture. This deck getting a little crazy. Touch your toes. In the most gentle way possible. Touch your toes. What if you could fly? It's like, okay, my jokes are not good. Like they're actually just non-existent. It's like, you're so fly, you flying. Um, I just for some reason really like that word. Like something about fly. Not like the actual fly, but like fly. Like I bought Nike shorts and they say fly on them, and I was like, I don't know what it is, but I just really, really like. And then that song, it's like, um, yeah, who sings it? Like Ray Summer or whatever. Is it Black Beetle? Fly, fly. Um, like any 3 6 Mafia, like Juicy J. Um, um, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's like you just we just like this word, and also associating with like birds, like flying in the sky, or like a plane. Plane. It's like those words are just very elevating, as which you know they just are what they are. It's like I hope I can just like really kickstart this like healing journey for myself. Um, in like such a positive way, because like I've waited so long when I shouldn't have. It placed me in a position where it's just, like ultimately while making a decision, because I'm telling y'all, like I've been in my head a lot, like it's just there's no way around it. Um, what was I saying? But yeah, like any good movies out lately? I hate that, a lot of this ends up being like these like dissatisfying stories. But I almost like the outlet of just being able to express it and let it out. And, just like it is kind of like a vlog or whatever. And it's like, at least my feelings were heard. At least, you know, I really don't even know. But then it's like, it's almost like you could go ahead and do that. But at the same time, would you rather spend your time doing something else that actually did benefit you versus giving any cred to the downfall or the pit of abyss? Like I find that a lot too self-sabotaging. Um, so like all of these things, like I like that I'm like having the knack of like being able to see it, but I knew this is what I was trying to. This was the point I was getting at earlier was I knew time and time again as I was because you grow and you age and making the decision that the decisions that I was putting me in a place of disadvantage. And I was like, I got this though. I got this. I got this. I got this. I was like, and like the last go around, I was like, and this was like 5 years ago. I was just like, I was like, I know I'm making a really bad choice. It's like, I was like, but I'll be able to pull myself out of it. I'll just have to remember what I chose. So now we're here, remembering what we chose. It's like you can't always like have excuses. And but it's just so many emotions going on at once because it's like really in the end you were so excited like I want to get out of this hole. It's like I want to live my life. I want to live my life to the fullest. It's just this low energy count over here, this place where I'm at. It's like your mind can be this high vibration, your soul can be this high vibration, but you're just mentally low vibrating. Your soul like it's just something's taken over, you know. I'm still definitely 100% fighting. Um, but that's the scary part of it too, because you're just like, you've already been giving your 1,000. So there are little adjustments and tuning I need to start doing, and that's it, because that's the only thing that's gonna reverse the cycle. And I just knew in myself that it was going to require extra added effort if I continued to keep kept going down a certain way. And I was just like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll take that still. It was just a very dumb decision. It's like I wish, but you can't wish and wish and wish, and it's like we're here right now. That's like one of a good like anxiety coping. It's like don't focus on the future, don't worry about the past. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's you guys know what I'm trying to say. Or maybe you don't. It's like you can't worry about the future, you can't worry about the past, but you can like focus on the present. Something along that. I don't know why my mind has gone blank just because I'm trying to say this like simple terminology that most people know. Everybody else is like confused too. They're like they can't think of it. They're like it's not just you, Jackie. Um I'm trying to think of like fun ways to make this cool, even though I'm pretty sure nobody's sitting an hour through this. Maybe you are. I've been doing it. Um, but like, be like, what's your favorite movie? Put it down in the comments and down in the comments. But it's like, that only goes so far. I guess I can do a Nightmare Before Christmas reading, but I think I will actually make a whole different video just for that. I wish I had like cool cards like Mystic, you know, use her cards, love readings, but it's like I feel like I just have to like go through this journey. And like I don't understand why I'm like sitting back at like in the background. Like I should be exploring into this. It's like I know the answers, but at the same time I don't. I feel like I could just be like it might have just been like a little bit over my head. Like I didn't see the severity. Of course you didn't. You know, you took the naive like path, opt out. But that's just not what you saw it as because you lacked accountability and you lacked, certain, but all of those things take time. Like you can't force your mind to think in a certain way or a certain, you're only doing what you're doing. But I feel like that's where like character traits come in. Like, so like I'm taking on my life and what I'm wanting the meaning to come out of. And there's all these manifestations that I have built inside, but I need to get them out. And by doing this is all part of my own experience and like healing myself. And I just feel like it's going to be something good. It is a scary feeling like what happens if it turns out to be really something bad. But I'm willing to take my chances, like solely due to the fact because like I'm sitting here basically impending doom. So it's like you're gonna face this head on, like headstrong. Like you're gonna stand up and you're gonna achieve and you're gonna, follow through to the other side. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this here. It's been an hour and 2 minutes. I hope everybody has a good night. Um, thank you for being here, and I hope you maybe come back and watch the reading. I'm going to work, like, see, no one wants to hear this. No one wants to be like, we don't want to hear you talking about how you're gonna find the Miss Cleo tarot deck, and then your next video, and it never happened. And we just want you to be like, now, like we want this instant gratification that you're searching for, but you can actually give it to us by just by showing up and being prepared. Alrighty, guys.